of paint for both brand recognition and sheer intimidation value. Next, your weapon. Guards are required to use rifles. Anything lighter compromises your combat effectiveness. Anything heavier and people are too scared to come in the door. What's your preference, laser or plasma? Nothing wrong with going plasma. Just make sure you hit what you're aiming at. Now that you're equipped, a quick word on the job at hand. In a nutshell, we're here to keep the riffraff away. Drunks, punks, and capless vermin are to be turned away. Potential customers are to be permitted normal entrance. That is, after we pat them down for weapons. An unarmed man is a lot less likely to try to steal something with several armed guards around. Don't start any fights. I don't care if some jet junkie just insulted your mother. We're here to promote violence elsewhere, not start it here. Lastly, don't abandon your post. We're getting paid to stand next to this door, not talk to someone down the street or head to the casino. That goes double for any thoughts of splitting with that gear. Every now and then, some young punk thinks he can run off with Van Graff property. Trust me, the rifle and armor are nice, but they're not worth your life. Other than that, relax. There's usually some eye candy coming and going from the Wrangler over there at some point. Settle in. You've got some hours left before your shift ends. Here comes a winner. I'll let you handle this one.
Hi there. Is this where I can pick up a laser gun? Sounds like a stupid policy to me.
Good. Stick to the rules. Another one coming. You're on.
That's what I do best.
Hi. I was, in the area and thought I'd stop by to look at your weapons. Can I go in? Fine by me.
Keep clean. See? Not so hard, is it? Heads up. Looks like we got another customer.
Howdy. I just done broke the bank over at the Wrangler there and thought I might peruse your fine wares. Maybe lighten my purse a little? Now hold on here. I'm not packing any heat. Ain't my word good enough for you? If that's the case, then I guess I'll go spend my money elsewhere.
Wow. You're a real people person, aren't you? Looks like that guy's headed this way. Don't screw it up.
Oh, hey, I got a viewer.
Hey, looking for something to replace my old revolver. Mind if I head in? That's not really necessary, is it? I already told you I got this here revolver, right? Damn, I knew this wasn't gonna work.
Hey! You like that? Now what in the hell do you suppose that?
Going on?
Hey.
What you doing?
Just playing some Fallout New Vegas.
Nice. New Vegas is a classic.
Help me clean this up. No one
Yup. How's it going?
corpse out front.
I was just about to sit down and tuck into homework for the night.
Crap.
Ooh,
This
fun.
is not me today.
Yeah.
Keep your head
Yeah.
straight, rookie. Things are
I'm actually pretty
interesting.
interested in this assignment. It's a full stack investigation. You get handed a VM, and you're basically just told to figure out what the hell happened on it, and then write an IR report.
Interesting.
So, pretty interesting. I was going to fix my paper first before I tucked into that, though, because I turned in a paper and they wanted me to revise a couple sentences because I didn't expand upon a subject enough, even though I thought I did. But, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not the one grading it, just the one writing it. We felt as though you could explain this topic a little bit better. No, it's pretty laid out.
What's it on?
I wrote a paper about a merger and acquisition, and I guess I didn't talk about how it was going to impact the usage of the network enough for their liking.
Interesting.
Even though I laid it out pretty simply, that I was like, hey, with the new security rules in place, people are going to have to adjust, and it's going to cause a rise in failed logins, and
You know she is.
it's going to be slower to get onto your computers, and blah blah blah.
I got some rounds to run, but do pass along that I'm always thinking of her. Actually, I got a better idea. Make the new hire tell her.
I ever show you my flying spaghetti monster?
No.
It's what I call my network map.
I would, but
It's a
tend to
pretty
distract the boss
pretty
lady a little too
simple
much.
network map,
She
all in
can't help
all.
herself.
I don't even know if I have it in my
Anyway,
picture.
I got things to do. Later, Simon.
Ooh, who did I send this to? I
Let's hope
don't know who I sent it to. I don't think I sent it to many of.
It's just about closing time.
There it
Let's go
is.
see the boss about getting paid. Oh, I'm gonna need the rifle and armor back.
Send this
Boss
over in
orders.
your DMs.
Keep moving.
Simon's been telling me how it went.
There's my
Unfortunately,
flying
I found
spaghetti
someone-
monster, as I so lovingly call it. When I was looking up advice for this task, they were saying like a lot of people were merging them, like the two networks physically. I'm like, that's not realistic. When you acquire a company, you don't necessarily move them into the same building. So,
No, but you can merge the two networks. Oh, I see. I see what you did.
yeah,
Nice. Yeah.
I lifted both of the companies' regions to the cloud, and then I made point-to-point VPNs into the cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured
Here's the
that was
deal.
about the
I need
easiest
you
way
to-
to do it, honestly. Crap. So you're coming in on Thursday night, right, Josh?
Yeah. Well, I get in. I'll drive down Thursday. So
You're driving.
yeah. Yep. It'll be interesting.
I didn't think you were that close.
I'm not.
Oh,
It's like an 8-hour drive.
oh, you're just slightly masochistic. Okay.
8 hours is about, I don't know, a comfortable distance for me.
You said it's a what distance?
It's a comfortable distance.
Oh yeah. I'm good with up to like 5 to 6 hours. Anything after that, I'm just gonna start getting tired.
Yeah.
I don't do long distance driving.
I don't know. I used to do like 16-hour days flying in the Air Force. So,
Well, yeah. I used to sit my ass in a plane for 8 hours a day, but doesn't mean I like it.
Yeah, I don't like
He's
just
like
sitting in the
asking why I'm
plane.
all up in Josh's LinkedIn Live.
Hey,
Is he live on LinkedIn right now?
yeah,
Oh, nice.
someone's even on there. How's it going?
I think it's probably
viewer?
BSEC.
It might be.
Because he just asked me why I was in his live. And I told him it's because I'm cute. I don't know.
Someone asked what in the world is going on. Playing video games and chatting with people who ask questions.
I just joined to talk with peeps while I do homework. I didn't even know you were live, honestly.
Is that the Las Vegas game?
Yep.
Oh, New Vegas.
Some
New
Fallout
Vegas,
New
sorry.
Vegas.
Yeah. Have you ever played the DLCs for those?
No, not for this one.
They're
What is
pretty
this?
damn good.
Let's go.
For the longest time, I liked 3 more than I liked New Vegas until New Vegas's DLCs came out, and then I liked New Vegas more than 3.
Hmm. Interesting. The Axis Powers just joined.
Oh, come on. There it is.
Hanging out, wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Looked like a party.
Oh, we
Party.
missed everything. We are late to the party.
We're late to the party?
Oh, yeah.
It's always a party. Oh, BSEC's up in here. He's just muted because he's cringe.
Hi, Bisa.
Yeah, where's the music?
No, I'm just trying to listen to see what the hell's going on. I just see Josh's stuff go live on LinkedIn. I'm like, what's going on?
We're having fun.
Was that you who commented on LinkedIn? Doesn't tell me who's commenting.
It didn't show. Like it shows unknown user or something.
Yeah, it just says LinkedIn user.
Yeah.
Love that about Restream.
That's why.
Did they comment something worthy of attention? Something happened?
No, they just said, "What in the world is going on?" Which sounds like a BSEC sort of comment.
It sounds like a BSEC thing because it is a BSEC thing.
Well,
So
that's
now
why
we're all
I sent-
asking.
That's why I sent that, and then I wrote you, Joseph, and was like, "What the hell's going on?"
Well,
I was like, "Joseph, I can hear you on Josh's LinkedIn. What are you doing?"
I was walking upstairs and whatnot.
And whatnot.
Oh yeah, interesting. So that apparently means You all are part of my LinkedIn, my stream.
Yeah.
Pressure.
There is none.
I can adjust if that bothers anyone.
I'm good. I'm at peace with it.
Yeah. It bothers me.
You what?
Is that PSEC?
It's cringe. It's very cringe. It's not Riz.
Yeah. It's not Riz, no. That's totally how to
Lucky
use
what
that.
we have here, ladies. Another unsuspecting pots.
Every time
Fax
you
no
use it,
printer.
look. Yeah. See? He gets it.
Yeah, fax no printer.
He gets it. Alright, what did they say they wanted?
Attack me with rolling pins. Strange choice.
Once identifies phishing devices marking credits, a discussion related to potential performance impacts.
You're reading out loud.
I know. I read out loud when I'm trying to figure stuff out. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing on Josh's LinkedIn. It sounded like you were doing some network mapping or something. I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah, he's working on homework.
Oh no, I was telling Josh about my flying spaghetti monster.
Oh. Well, I heard
Remember
you
the one I
talking
showed you?
about networking,
The
but
king
then on
controls the
Josh's
water.
LinkedIn, the video is like video games.
Well, yeah, I didn't realize I was being streamed. I just was talking
Sorry.
to Josh.
You're not doing yourself a favor by having it.
No,
Oh,
but
sorry,
you
y'all.
remember the flying spaghetti monster I showed you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was telling him about. I was telling him about my flying spaghetti monster. Because we all know that ISPs don't exist. And they're truly just flying spaghetti monster. It's where all traffic is routed to.
It's all going through one router.
Howdy.
Yeah. It's one
I've
It's one big router.
Currently,
really big router with a bunch of
joined up
Ethernet
looking for a
cables
decent-
tied, like duct
They're
taped
worried.
together.
Like you would see in a 1920s movie where some lady's sitting there switching cables back
Like a
and forth.
patch panel.
Yeah.
She must be really fast.
That is one battered.
Well,
up
you
on
pay
it.
for it. If you want
Miracle
gig
it's
speed,
still
you get the
functioning.
faster one.
Mm.
You get the one that's fit.
What's up?
You get the trainees if you're paying for normal
Yeah.
broadband.
T1s, you're getting grandma.
God help you if you have a DSL.
Is that even around anymore? I don't even know. I mean, I'm sure the technology
Yes.
is, but I don't even think.
Yeah.
Are you here to drop
Most of
One
the
of the
stuff-
two
supplies?
options.
Leave them
One
with
of the
rest
two
in the middle
options
of the
that I had
courtyard.
out here was fiber or DSL.
Rates of injury and
Oh,
illness in
I
Freeside
wonder
are
which
very
one.
high. Supplies don't last
Yeah.
long.
A lot of cable
like,
companies are doing that.
Medex, Radaway, and Fixer are
No,
Freeside
DSL is super
essentials.
common,
I can't
especially
pay you for
out in
any
the
supplies
sticks.
you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our
I
services.
would rather
I mean,
pay for. I'd rather pay for.
So far, the Crimson
I was about to say
Caravan
rather
won't
pay
cut
for
us a deal.
Elon. I'd rather pay for
If you can
Starlink
convince them or some other merchant to work with us,
if
I'll
I'm sitting
discount
out that
supplies
far.
to you.
If that's all I've got, I'll get Starlink.
Just come see me when
Well,
you've got
the only
some
reason
supplies to
fiber
turn
was an
in.
option is because of the neighborhood I'm in, because they built it to have
More
fiber.
than rough.
If I was not in where I was, it would have been DSL or Starlink.
He had
Welcome to the sticks. I still see lines running from telephone poles directly to people's houses.
the
Did I
old
make
woman,
it suburbs?
Yeah, that's what we have.
the
Like
followers of the
at the lake
apocalypse.
house. Like it's
Here in
literally from the
Freeside,
pole to the
We
house.
provide food
Oh,
and medical
yep.
services for those in need. We
Yeah,
also
that's-
help organize
Out in the
Mine's
middle of
central.
nowhere.
With the help of Bill Ronte, we
You said
were
that's how
able to
yours is,
install a
Josh?
water pump just west of here.
Yeah,
But the
our whole
Keys
neighborhood.
quickly took control of the pump.
Oh yeah, well yeah, it's a lot
We
more common
arose
in
from
older
the boneyards
places.
of Adidas
That's because
years
Josh's
ago.
neighborhood's on
Since
a
then, we
Josh's
have made
neighborhood's
it
on
our
four
mission
wheels
to
and he moves
rebuild the
around all the
wasteland
time.
and
All the time.
re-educate its
No,
inhabitants.
That
I've
sounds like a
been
lot of work
We
to
hope
tie
to
it to
I've
the
been in
wall each
place for
time.
like 2 months now.
I could just imagine
attaches
Josh
a pole to the
stopping
back.
next to a telephone pole and just climbing up.
He's like, "Hey, we're gonna stop here for this month. I'm gonna just park next to this pole and tap in."
What he actually does is he finds one that's already established to somebody else's houses, and he just puts a splitter in, and he runs a cable to it.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
Like a man in the middle attack, but I'm just stealing internet.
It's a gym. Josh in the middle.
Hey, man. Can you spare a few
JITM.
caps?
Caps. You guys excited about Friday?
Oh yeah, I am.
I'm excited I get to meet y'all.
Don't be too excited.
Oh, don't worry, I am.
Yeah, Josh is not really anybody to meet.
It's a lot less
You have cams,
impressive
buddy?
in person.
It's gonna.
More talking about all of
Julie's the
us
same.
in general.
Why stop?
Yeah, I would agree.
No worries. My guy.
Look at it on the bright side. I'll be looking up to
This
all
guy
of you.
didn't. At this point, I'm.
Well, I'm pretty used to that. They put Miracle Grow in my shoes growing up.
Miracle Grow.
Evening. Looking for a fix, man?
'Cause I'm gonna be sleeping today, Friday.
You know.
You're gonna be wedding?
Sleeping
Oh,
Friday. Yeah,
I'm gonna be sleeping Friday.
Hey,
You're supposed to
buddy.
be helping set up.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
until
later.
setup time, dude. I will. Wednesday, I'll leave at 10 o'clock in the morning. Go to Dallas. In Dallas, then work. Thursday morning, I got to be
You're
at the
looking for
airport by
gun-
8 o'clock. I fly to Chicago for a 2-hour layover, then into Savannah around 3. I'll work. Probably work till 5 or 6 o'clock there, maybe later. Then drive from Savannah up to Charleston, get the hotel,
I don't know if.
crash until we meet up Friday morning or Friday afternoon.
is this like personal side gig work, or this is like for your company?
No, it's for the company.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Since this conference was put on at that specific time,
If you need guns,
I scheduled stuff around it so I could actually do work because I had work that had to be done. I would have done it a couple of weeks ago, but I put it off. That way I could fly, get everything together, and be there for there, and then Saturday morning I have like a
Like I
5 o'clock flight Saturday morning. I think.
Nice.
Yeah, because I'm back home by like 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I'll just stay up all night long.
Jeez. I gotta
Have we
fly.
figured out Have we figured out what we're doing Friday night?
Yeah.
It's impromptu.
Well, I figured that. I didn't know if there was anybody had any.
Good afternoon.
No, that's been like. Because Kim had
It'll
something
just
lined
happen.
up.
It'll be
and it
natural.
just.
Well, we had something lined up, and
Yeah.
then the venue were being little cringe babies about it.
Well, yeah.
So you're back.
And they wanted so much and more to just have some drinks.
Yeah.
Oh, is that like the whole Vegas thing? Oh yeah, you need to put down $5,000.
Yeah,
How are
basically.
you today?
Yeah. I'd be more colorful about it, but now I know we're streaming to a professional platform.
Not like we're reading between the lines on that one, but yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. Well, you can read between the lines. That doesn't mean I said it.
How you guys doing?
What's up, man?
You know.
What's up? What's up?
How are you?
Check it
I'm
out.
blessed.
Hey!
Everybody got quiet when I said that.
No,
Who's that?
I think we're all just kind of doing
Caesar.
I think it's Caesar.
What's up, Caesar?
What's up, my man? What's up? Hey, if you need help, I already sent you a couple messages, but if you need help and whatever, just don't ask. Just let me know, and I'm gonna be there on Thursday.
Excellent.
I will also be there on Thursday.
I think you're signed up to help BSEC with AV stuff, right?
I'm whatever you need me. I think I did. Not security, like to greet people outside and tell them where to go. But I'm
Okay.
I'm a one-man army. You just let me know where you need me, and I'm there.
Excellent. That's gonna be one of the like really helpful things. Just to get started.
Yeah, you don't even ask. Just hey Caesar, I need you here, and I'm like, hey, give me a second.
All right, you said that. It's gonna happen like that. Then.
Oh, go right ahead.
Deal.
It don't matter to me. I'm there.
You're
Josh,
doing
I am. Hey, Josh, I am gonna take the book. I actually got it signed by Kip.
Come on, man, I'm
and
dying.
I'm gonna need your signature in there too.
Yeah, no worries, man.
I'm surprised that I was
Josh.
able to get the book signed by Kip too. He sent me both.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Yeah.
Nice.
The Accolade one and the other one. I read both of his books though. I already read
Yeah.
them.
Back. What can
He was pretty great.
Yeah.
Bless. The
Yes, he
extra ounce?
is.
Good. We're not in the business.
Josh didn't really give me like exactly what I'm doing, so I imagine I'll just be sitting around with pom poms.
You're gonna help me with whatever I need.
Okay. So I'm sitting around with pom poms.
Yeah, pretty much.
For the right.
Maybe.
Is Jerry running track 1?
No.
Who's running track 1?
I think it's either James or I think James is running track 1. And
No. I mean the AV on track 1. I know James is doing it, and then.
Oh,
but who's running?
No, I don't know. I've got you overall in charge of AV, but
Yeah, I heard Jerry say something about track 2 today, and I was like, wait, I thought I was going to run back and forth, but I didn't know if there was. I mean, I can.
no, we got people for you to like sit and babysit stuff. You set it up and like tell them what to do. Hey, Kenneth. Yeah.
I don't think we're letting Jerry near the AV.
No, Jerry's not touching anything. I just want him to sit back and like greet people and do like boring, leader stuff.
Yeah, be there.
Hello?
Whoa, babe.
I want him to just exactly. No.
Give him some pom poms.
Give him yeah, he can have the pom poms.
That'd be hilarious. Dude, I'm gonna do that. Maybe I'm gonna drive up. I'm gonna like swing into like Dollar General or something and get some pom poms.
Don't worry, you'll run into like 18 of them between here and Savannah.
Oh yeah, I know.
Aren't you guys supposed to be at his house figuring things out the night before or 2 nights before?
No.
Okay.
We have it mostly figured out.
Okay, good.
Hey, Young, you're going?
I'm gonna be at his house.
Yeah, I was able to get things figured out.
That's
And
He doesn't know that
Chris
yet.
is a speaker.
That's good.
Did you say he doesn't know that yet?
That's good. That's good. I'll drink a beer with you, because if I drink 2, I'll be busted. Yeah, I'll be limping. I'll be walking like a
Don't
pimp.
worry, everything in Charleston is walkable. You'll be fine.
No, I'm not.
Unless
I'm
you
just not a
trip over
drinker.
cobblestones.
I'm just not a drinker.
No, that's
so
also that's very possible. Also, don't step in the horse poop in the street.
There's
It's
a
not
lot of those
Boston.
in Texas. There's a lot of it over
Are
here
you
in
joking
Austin.
me? One of the most common things around here is carriage rides, dude.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hey
the middle
DJ,
of
you're where?
Charleston.
You're Houston?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 3 hours away from me. I'm in Austin.
That 3 hours, you drive slow.
Hi, do you need
Or
assistance?
two and a half. Two and a half, yeah. Actually, no, I drive too damn fast sometimes. I get in trouble for driving.
Yeah, Charleston downtown Charleston's is fun. At least it was
Good
fun.
point.
Cobbles
We get food.
and horse poop.
And
A lot of one-way roads.
And
wow.
what ghost stories and
Yep.
old people homes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What, they have their own witch trials like Salem? Like, what the hell?
No, but Blackbeard was hung in town square.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what what is it? What the hell's that show on Netflix right now? I can't think of it.
I don't know.
There's a show.
The one with the thing and the
I
stuff.
don't watch Netflix because I moved and they started doing the geolocation. Like,
Oh, the
locking.
geolocation stuff. Yeah, that's when I stopped paying it.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
We've got
Never
stuff
mind.
we're not even allowed to sell.
Wait, what do they do?
Basically, Netflix. The only people who can use Netflix is basically in the same property and the same IP.
Well, for up to 30 days.
Yeah.
You can use it away 30 days. But after those 30 days, if it's still seeing different IP, which allows you to go on travel or go somewhere and be able to
Yeah,
use
so
it.
basically what I did because we wanted to watch a movie was I just got the OTP code that got sent to who I was borrowing it to, and I just watched the movies I wanted to watch. Because that's
Look,
dumb.
Rexy, someone
I
new
was
has come
paying
to
mine.
see us.
Just a whole bunch of my family members in the Caribbean were using it. So after they
You
took
do
that
me a
off, I'm
favor?
like, I don't see Netflix.
It's good money if you use.
Netflix saw that
He's
they were
making
losing a lot of money. One account for 5 families.
Not anymore.
Not no more, exactly. No, everybody needs their own account.
Yeah, now it's like an extra $3 for
It's expensive, man. It's like $18-20.
Like-
That stuff. Man,
It's an
I remember when I started with Netflix, I had to wait 2 days so I can get the actual CDs, and I was paying
Yeah.
a lot. I had $8.
Oh yeah, the
That was a
original
lot.
Netflix. The original
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 2 days to wait for the CDs, and then I was
Yeah,
only
you do
able
the
to
one
get
where
2
you
at a
get-
time.
Where you get 2 at a time, that way you can watch one, send it back, and then you kind of have
You
it
need
in
to cross
rotation.
Freeside.
Yeah, that
I
was
just-
annoying though. It was annoying.
I didn't know
I
about
actually-
Netflix. I don't think it was a
I
thing
actually
in my
still
area.
have. I would a couple of years ago. I actually found an old DVD with the Netflix case on
Hey,
it. I was
you're
like,
the
"Oh
one
shit!
who-
I never turned this in."
We had Redbox.
You want to laugh? You want to laugh?
You still have DVD.
A couple of months ago, or no, at the beginning of the year, I found a Blockbuster.
I found a block. I had my Blockbuster
I'm like,
card.
yo.
I have.
I'm like,
I have
oh
a
man,
couple-
that account is not negative to the second power. It's not good no more. Yeah, it's not good no more.
The show on Netflix that I'm talking about is Outer Banks.
So
It's-
what
it's
I was
based-
going to
it's
say
built-
is that
It's done in the low country of South Carolina and done on the Outer Banks, like in I think North Carolina. One of their big things is it's kids trying to find Blackbeard's treasure.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's a cool
So-
show. They just hit the second season or third season. Can't remember what it is.
yeah.
Gotcha. Thought you could ambush
I
us.
was on the topic of
Nothing to
Netflix.
worry.
I don't think we ever did Netflix, but we had like Redbox, and I still have a couple N64 games that have the Blockbuster tag on them, on the back, that we just never turned in. Because that was what I would do with my allowance. I would get allowance for doing whatever chores I did, and then we would go to Blockbuster and I would rent a game for my N64.
N64.
Ooh.
That's his first console.
You look new to
No, well, I mean, the first console that was released when I was alive was a PS2. But
Holy crap!
That's what we had was an N64 because we were broke.
This guy, swear to God.
Yo, what's up,
Beast.
guys?
What's going on?
Chilling, man. BSEC,
Yes.
what's up, man?
What's up,
Had with you in
dude?
a hot minute.
Well, here we
Yeah,
are.
been a while, huh?
Worse for wear, are you?
You guys have a good
I
night.
trust.
Later.
No, man.
Easy, man. Yeah, renting games, man. What a pastime.
That's what I did. I would just go to Blockbuster.
Nice day.
I remember being puzzled on like the original Nintendo of how Duck Hunt worked. I'm like, what? Why do I have to point it at the TV? Like, why does this even matter? The TV
How does
doesn't
it work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of
Just
what
gotta-
stuff is this?
Gotta reflect off that tube, man.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, if I don't hit those ducks straight on with my sight, man, that's just not working.
Do you guys
I remember.
have you guys seen how Duck Hunt actually works?
No.
Like,
I watched
did
a video
not.
on it a long time ago.
so when you like hit the trigger,
Which is
the
fine.
screen actually switches to like an X where the duck is, and if you have it pointed, like if the little camera in the gun sees the X, then it takes it as a hit.
You again.
Yeah, I remember.
Get it?
I wanted to.
Yeah, nice. I'm reading it now. Yeah, that's just
They
cool.
Kind of crazy.
they've actually got it built in on like those little Nintendos that you can get the emulators.
Yep.
I've seen some that have that on there now too. I don't know how the hell that one's working though.
I hear you.
On LED TVs.
It's. I
Probably.
have no idea. I will say though, I remember being quite angry and upset when I was unable to hit stuff on the NES. I didn't understand why it wasn't working.
Hey, chum.
So I just like walked up to the TV.
Walked up to the
and just
TV?
stuck the gun on the screen.
Yeah, on the duck. Yeah.
We all did
start out
that, I'm
there,
sure.
You start out like 6 feet away, and then you're like, "Screw this! Why am I doing that? I can walk right here and do it."
Yeah.
Perfect score every time. It's like when
Perfect score.
it's like when Wii Boxing first came out. If you realized
Oh,
that all you
yeah.
had to do was go back and forth with the controllers, and then it didn't
Just
matter.
start flailing.
Yeah, there was no strategy.
Bam, bam,
You just
bam, bam.
lose. You would win every time doing that, or lose against like your 5-year-old cousin who only did that.
Just throwing
It's
controllers
like
around the
playing
room.
Mortal
Yeah,
Kombat
yeah.
3. Playing Mortal Kombat 3, all you had to do is just like sit there and wait for them to get close so you could uppercut.
Yeah. That's like, man, that's like Street Fighter with Guile. You just sat there and did that.
Oh yeah.
Duking all day.
Oh, here you go. Well, that's a pig. I'm not gonna pay. Try actually wanting my money.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Jokes on them, I have none.
Hey, BSEC.
What?
Yeah. I was trying to get a hold of you the other day for some help with an IR plan. All the different entities that you were recommending, like somebody explore whether or not they needed to reach out to him in the event of a incident. One of them was the possibility of reaching out to the IC3, I think it was, the FBI.
Yep, FBI.
What were the
Yep.
other ones you mentioned? I don't remember all the other ones you mentioned.
They were dealing with an incident. You can reach out to your local police department. They're not really going to do anything, but you can get a police report put in.
That's what I forgot, yeah.
Usually you put that in just so you have that. That's something you have for your insurance company. Of course, you need to reach out to insurance company because depending on what insurance company you use, they may already have their own IR team that they want you to use.
They 100% do.
If you don't already have one.
No matter how much they suck, they've got a company that they want you to use.
Yeah. Unless you have one that's already in place that you've told them that you have in place.
Yeah.
Even then,
That's the problem we're
there's a
having
chance
is
they won't pay out.
Oh yeah,
No.
I'm not saying that,
We-
that they're gonna like, oh yeah, we're already using this one, so we get they depending on what's going on, they
Yeah.
will 100% be like, no, this is our team. These are the people that you're using.
Yeah, with like all insurance, people just assume that they're not gonna pay. They're gonna try to find a reason to not have to pay either.
Yeah, it was a medical software company, like one of those EHRs, like what I use on the ambulance or what they use as like nurses in hospitals and stuff. And so I mentioned their state. I mentioned possibly the FBI, whether it's like voluntary or required. Like for their state, they had regulations or requirements to reach out to the state attorney general. If it was over a certain threshold of people affected, they had to reach out to their major state media.
Yeah, if we're talking healthcare, that's something completely different.
Yeah, like I found the Federal Health and Human Services. They had like 2 offices they had to hit. So I saw a lot of them, but I forgot to include the local police. I think that's common sense. I did put it on the mapping for the diagram that I made, but I don't remember if I put it in the writings. But they're sending it back to us, so I can do a follow-up and add that too. So that's not a problem. I still have time.
Yeah, I think what I said about that was most local police departments have a cybercrime department, but that cybercrime is not going to deal with what you're going through. Most of that cybercrime is going to deal with child incidents.
CSAM.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just say CSAM.
Local CSAM incidents.
What are CSAM? Why am I missing?
Child
abuse
child
material.
Oh, that. Okay.
All mine.
But what you can do is you at least getting all your ducks in a row. I've got a police report number. It was put in place. The big thing is once you reach out to, and it also depends on if you've got your own counsel as well. Because if you have counsel, you're going to reach out to insurance company. You're going to reach out to counsel.
You're mine.
Yeah, I guess depending on the company, you'd probably have that established of whether you reach out to the legal team before you talk to anyone first, right?
Should always reach out to legal. That should be your first step.
If you have legal.
If you have it, yeah.
I don't necessarily know you're reaching out to legal first. I mean, in all honesty, depending on what you're doing, you're usually reaching out to insurance or an IR team that you already have.
At least.
Yeah.
Before external outside of like an MSSP or a specific service that you have, but as soon as you would have to, at least that would be my expectation.
If you are in Maine, Vermont, California, or any of those privacy-stricken states, you are going to want breach counsel immediately.
Well, and you also need depending on where
you
you're
want
at,
to talk to
your state
your lawyer
laws.
before you say it's a breach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's why you call breach
It's
counsel.
an incident.
You're
Yeah.
Yes.
It's an incident
Even
until the
using the
lawyer
word
tells you
incident.
it's a breach.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. But you call it's a breach counsel. That doesn't necessarily mean you're declaring a breach. It just means that you're talking to somebody.
Yeah. Start with your counsel.
Thank you, BSEC.
That you're paying for.
Yeah, thank you, BSEC. Like, I think Chris and I were still studying when you came in and talked to us about that. It's been like 11 months or something. I don't know where my notes are anymore, so... So thank you for that.
What the heck?
Thanks, everybody.
No problem. I was just talking to a company last week, helping them build their IR plan.
Okay.
Should be very generalistic. It's hard to do. It's like very specific.
Yeah, but for the company,
An
it
IR
should
plan?
be specific to like what you what they do.
Yes.
Well, so in the IR plan, you're going to have some company-specific stuff. It should, depending on how you build it out, like if you're building out a full-on information security policy, you can keep it general, and then reflect on or point to other documentation that would, at that point, get deeper into what's going on. Like, for instance, you can put in a policy that like restrictions on like say for instance we use multi-factor authentication, see document upon authentication stuff, blah blah blah, and that document says in there, for multi-factor authentication we only allow these specific types.
Yeah, and
it just depends on how you're going to do it.
Yeah, and that's a good way to handle your like. If you're gonna do one policy, do all the policies together.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. The next step for us is going to be to do their whole InfoSec policy. They're writing it internally, and then I guess we're going to check it. I just got roped into this. Somebody brought me on board to help them. They're going to pay me, and I'm excited about it. It's just...
All right.
Yeah.
I was like, they're going to write their... Okay.
Yeah, they're with me. It's not... I'm not doing solo work here.
Yeah, I think we...
Careful.
I'll hook you up with... There's some, like... there's a program one of my buddies put together that has some good boilerplate policies.
Yes, please. Thank you. I'm hyped for that.
What we should probably do is put out a full-on template of this is a starter template.
I've started to do that. Aggregate all these like template policies from like SIS or SANS. I forgot where I have them, but I have them. I just want to put them all into one. So it's like one full document as opposed to like a whole conglomerate.
That looks safe.
Casually Joseph red teaming over there? What kind of room are you on?
This is a forensics lab.
Okay.
PowerShell pops up too.
BSEC. I'm not trying to be nosy, but no, I'm just playing.
What?
Is it going to be like an arm and a leg expensive to bring your sound equipment all the way to South Carolina?
He's not bringing all the sound equipment.
I'm not bringing any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were. My mistake.
No.
Hell no.
I'm going. I have like 4 different stops. I'm not taking that stuff there.
Project Keystone. I put it in the general chat. Oh, I guess I could put it in the chat here. Right, that's the thing.
General chat's like, what is this?
General voice chat. Yeah, that's what I used to do. Past life.
Project Keystone. Rising tides lift all ships. IT policy document. Ooh, bookmarking. Thank you very much. Is this intended to be software or just a document? DocX. Okay.
Yeah, they're documents.
Okay.
They're boilerplate starting like templates for all of your cyber policy needs.
Validate content for inherited licensing prior to use.
Yeah,
what does that even mean? Like, I know I've been to law school, but I don't even understand that sentence. Your ChatGPT makes sense.
That's just GitHub. CYA stuff. Whew. Freaking death claws.
Oh, okay, it's correct that time. Okay.
Oh, BSAC, I'm about to give you a compliment, so compliment inbound.
That's unfortunate.
It's like, why would you do that?
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. I genuinely appreciate your sound thoughts and logic presented on jaw jacking sessions. You have incredible insight, and I take notes every single time you step up in there. So thank you for your willingness to share your wisdom with the community.
I just typed the question in ChatGPT and read it.
I believe you.
No, I'm joking. How awesome would that be? Now that I've said that, maybe I need to copy and paste. Just start reading ChatGPT. That'd be amazing.
That way your answers start being like very long-winded. You cover like 45 minutes on like 3 questions.
Yeah.
It is a good starting point.
Who the hell are you? I know you weren't one of the inmates.
Hey, maybe you could have the people in the background do that for you. So they're aggregating the questions and they give you a ChatGPT in addition to the
They just
question.
give you the answer? Yeah. All the mods just take the
why don't we
questions and put the...
We can make a bot on the channel
just
that
puts it in there and reply.
No, that like
replies to questions.
If we copy in a question, it like you could do like a command to like search for, like send it to ChatGPT.
Great, get to it.
We could really automate it and do a bot that anyone who like marks something with a question mark on
Yeah, but where are you gonna?
YouTube.
You got to put the answer somewhere. The answer's not going to go back into chat because that answer.
No, we can have it go into like bot chat.
Yeah,
and then you read it off for them.
One of us. What do you want?
Yeah. You just read it off, or you just send them over to bot chat. Your question has been answered here.
I mean, you could probably get the bot to repost it.
Let me Google this. We just send everybody to let me Google this for you.
Funny.
I mean, let's be honest. People don't like the answers you give them half the time, anyways. So just Google it. So
yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's not like DJ Basic's wisdom and brilliance inspired me to look into Cisco certifications or anything.
Cisco certifications. What is this? 2005.
What is this? 1999?
yeah.
Are they really
The
outdated?
only one that it counts is the CCNA. Anything else is you're only doing if you're in a Cisco shop.
Really? Like the SP security?
In my opinion.
Help me much?
At least.
No.
Yeah, at that point, like what Joe's saying, like that, when you're going higher, you're straight up. You're going to be a Cisco shop because you're going to need to know how they're using it, and then if you're going CCIE, then more than likely you're working for an ISP or a phone company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's just not
But
a
you're
lot
just getting
of...
that to teach.
Basically.
Because in most organizations, you don't need to have that level of knowledge to do your network security, because that's totally different.
Yeah.
Oh god, I didn't see the format that I wanted. Okay.
Just do the
Go away,
CISSP,
malicious
you're
shit.
qualified for
Yeah.
like 95% of the jobs. Fine.
Yeah, like the 0 to
CISSP
2 year requirements
requires-
that want it.
Yep.
CISSP is good, but it requires that time.
Well, you can still take it. You just have to wait until.
get it.
I think you have like a 5-year gap to get it.
Yeah,
No.
4 years with 4
You have
years
to have
with
5 years. You have to have 5 years of experience. If you have
Or
Sec Plus,
if you have
Sec Plus, if you have Sec Plus, then it'll take off a year.
Yeah.
But you have to pass. You have to pass the test, and then you have to have somebody with CISSP to basically give you a pat on the back.
I'm waiting for. I still have 2 years left on mine.
Well, they play the same game with that like they do with Asaka certifications like CISA, CISM. Hey, yeah, you can pay $750 and take this exam, but we still need to validate your... Like, if you don't have anybody to back that up, you've just wasted nearly $1,000 on those exams.
Yeah.
No, not necessarily, because it shows that you at least have the...
Yeah.
You have it. You've taken the exam. You've proven you understand the knowledge. You have it there. You just may not have done it. It's like
it was a
How do you
hiring
back that up on your
requirement for
resume?
me. You don't. You honestly don't. Like CISSP, I'm not allowed to put that on my resume, even though I've passed the exam. I can put I'm an associate of ISC squared, and I am not, specifically not allowed to put those characters in my resume.
You can't put past CISSP exam. That's not allowed?
No, because if you actually put that in there, then it's
Yeah.
It's seen as that's what you have, and that's not what it.
You don't want to
planning
piss
on
off
taking mine
IC2.
next. Yeah, that'd be the last thing you want to do.
That's a sure way to like
lose your
black
shit.
mark. Yep.
Blacklisted. Dun,
Yep.
dun, dun.
You can't even say sysp in progress. That hack doesn't work
Nope.
either.
In progress.
Classic
Only 5
line.
years left.
Yeah.
Only 5 years left.
Studying for the
No, I
exam
plan on
in
taking
progress.
mine.
Yeah,
After I'm
still
done
do
with
it.
my
I mean,
masters.
it's
Oh my gosh.
It
Taking mine
was a
next
hiring
month.
requirement for me, so I had to do it within 12 months. Otherwise, they could fire me. So,
'Cause
even though
you're-
I don't have 5 years.
What? It was a hiring requirement for you to take it, although you can't say that you have it.
Yeah, because you're your level for? Are you you're a contractor, right?
No, I'm full. I'm FTE, but I'm at a bank, so
Oh, okay.
credit union.
Oh,
so
that's why.
It wasn't a specific HR requirement, like a hard line, but it was much preferred. So
It was more along the lines of we want you to prove that you understand what's in the book.
yeah, exactly. Which seems like a pretty fair request, to be honest.
Really, dude.
Run from me.
There it goes.
ISC2 challenged me once on like some arbitrary certificate that had some CEUs. So I put the continuing education in. They challenged me. They're like, "Hey, we need more evidence."
Really?
I'm
You got
like,
audited?
"Yeah, I swear, yeah."
Wow.
And
I've gotten audited.
all it was for the ISC2's CC certification, like the lowest you can possibly get. So I submitted
That was-
CPE. They challenged
Wait,
me.
they
That was
submit.
free.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's free
why would they-
except for the $50
Well,
maintenance fee.
that's a yearly thing
Yeah.
for no matter just being a
Yeah, member.
So I forgot what it was. It was like an anti-sci-fi. I don't remember what I submitted, but they challenged me on it, and I wasted their time. I made them read through so much. Like I poured on the thickness to say, "You're insulting my integrity, so here's all this evidence." And I think I put like 25 pages of stuff for them to read through. And so they came back like they came back like 4 hours later. They're like, "Okay, yeah, you got it."
You were randomly selected for additional screening.
yeah.
He has 4 S's on his thing.
Like maybe I'm internally blacklisted. They're like, "We're never going to give him another certification because he gave us attitude." Like, I don't know.
Nah, they don't have that much time.
Nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Alright. Into the hole.
Okay, so that language, validate content for inherited licensing prior to use. I think if I customize it so it's not a copy and paste thing, then looks
No,
like
you
I
can
have
totally
permission
use
to
it. Check out the license on it. Like on the right, it's on GitHub, right?
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
looking
main
at the
page,
initial
on the
commit.
right side,
Permission.
it should.
Oh yeah, you have full permission. Yeah.
Oh, it's granted free of charge to any person obtaining a copy.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, we're good.
it's for use. Or there's a better word than that.
Open source.
Yeah, but like the like open source license is even
GNU.
something. Like it's the versions of
Okay,
open
yeah.
source. Like you can change it, modify it, do whatever you want to it.
Yep. Okay. I just finished reading it. Okay, cool.
It's not all open source means the same thing.
All right, I'm out of here. I'll see y'all in the morning.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm
motivated.
out of here too. You guys have a
Thanks
good
for
one.
hanging out. See ya.
Later. Gotta just PowerShell this shit.
You're mine.
I'm working on my presentation right now. I was helping one of the other speakers this past weekend, and then I got busy and I wasn't able to work on my own. Dude, that imposter syndrome is real.
Dude.
I don't think I've had that since like I was 14 or something.
Dude, my talk on Saturday, like Saturday morning, I was freaking out. I was like,
Really?
oh crap.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, no, you're right. The imposter syndrome is 100% real.
And I guess the reason it's odd for me is because I've always found a way to rationalize, like, it's not about me, it's about the information. There's a benefit to the audience I'm speaking to, so it's not about me. And then, like, every now and then, it'll creep into my mind and I question, like, am I really qualified for this? So I just got accepted to a touring cabaret. We were doing a tribute to Bob Fosse, like Steam Heat, Cell Block Tango, all that jazz, quite literally the number we were doing. And so we went on tour in the Detroit area and a little bit out in the region. Well, the following, like 8 months, we had another audition for the following season. I don't know what was going on, but I was singing off key, I was stammering over my feet, I just had the worst audition day you could possibly have. And I let the director know after, like, I don't know what's going on with me, but we've changed things on the fly, like in 20 minutes before we're going on, and I was able to deliver. You know I can deliver. So I just want to let you know, like, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. She's like, I know what you're capable of. Luckily, I made the cast list the following, like, I think she published it 3 days later and I was on it. Thank goodness. So things worked out, but man, when it hits hard.
I don't know, shit happens.
But honestly, thank you for sharing that with me, Josh. I honestly thought that it was just a me thing. I don't know why, like, there's no logic in that, it washed over me that way, that's all.
No worries, totally understand.
See Jenny.
For me, I realized, like, it was my first talk at a conference since Wild West Hack and Fest last year.
That was your first conference talk?
This year, yeah. I did
wow.
a workshop at Hack SpaceCon, but
yeah. Wait, wasn't your workshop CISSP?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. And it was good.
That was easy. was just sitting there. I had stuff to work off of. Yeah. I'd recently taught it.
So it was all fresh. Hell yeah. Way to build on it.
Yeah. That was really easy.
Boy.
What's up?
Just working through a try-hack me room.
Oh, fun. Which
yeah.
room?
It is called Investigating Windows.
Oh, fun.
So far, it's alright. I'm just, having to remember some command line. I'm so used to relying on tools.
Ah.
That just rip shit for you. And I'm like, oh yeah, where is that again? Funny how that happens.
Yeah.
That's why I like to do it. I like to remind myself where stuff is. You don't always have tools.
Yeah. Very true.
Oops.
Cook is going to get us all killed.
Yeah. Creating all the tabs.
If you can find a way to cut off... Cook is planning to use the sulfur. You check out the caves and without access to the sulfur.
Hello, hello.
I have to watch Cook. I wouldn't put it past him to... That's...
Watch C4.
You eyeballing me?
Ooh. Oh, you know what? Let me check this. I like this. I see. Keep jumping in my face.
Oh, hey, Zach. I am playing some Fallout New Vegas.
Zach who?
Fosdick.
Oh, nice.
Yep. He's on LinkedIn asking questions. Streaming games on LinkedIn is definitely one of those where people are like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Hey, why not?
Like, if you don't want to watch it, you don't have to watch it.
Funny how that works, isn't it?
Yeah. There's, what's it called? A subreddit that's, LinkedIn Lunatics.
Mm-hmm.
And I am just waiting until, like, some of the, like, cringe stuff that I post makes its way up there.
Hey, man. It's called glory.
Right? I'm not gonna feel bad either. I'm just looking forward to it. Yeah. I needed to play because I was just like, I don't know, working on... I have my brain go over a ton of stuff. So.
Has the company been working you to the bone lately?
They're great.
Good.
Just like got the conference coming up this weekend, and just a ton there to do.
How is it conference week? You feel overwhelmingly busy. I didn't have that much to do. I just felt the sensation of I need to hurry through everything.
Well.
Hmm.
I think Josh is doing a lot of this conference.
He really is. We appreciate you.
Thanks.
So. Do we?
Do it.
Question mark.
Good question.
He knows what we do.
Yeah.
See how sure he sounded? He was like, yeah. Totally.
That's my confident voice. I truly believe in what I just said. Had my semi-annual meeting with my neuropsych today, just to double check my anxiety meds are doing what they're supposed to. And got had him put in a consult so I can get an assessment for autism. So we'll see how that goes. It's one of those things where I was like, I don't need a diagnosis. Like, I feel pretty sure. And then, well, I don't know. Might be nice to have a diagnosis.
Wait, they're issuing you meds without knowing what to issue you a med for?
No, I've got anxiety meds because I've got anxiety. I'm looking at getting assessed for autism.
You know, oh, righteous. Okay.
Fucking murderer.
Yeah.
I got assessed for dyslexia. They discovered signs of ADHD. It might be legit. I've never taken meds for it, but I looked at the signs and symptoms. I started working against them, and my grades skyrocketed in college. So maybe there's some legitimacy to it. I don't know.
Oh, there's definitely legitimacy to stuff. But what you do with it,
good to see you again.
All up to the individual. Should be.
I mean, you can be just as empowered.
Fuck Benny. We'll make him
you can be just as empowered without a diagnosis as with.
Still got a bit of a.
In my opinion, at least.
True. But I am curious about getting services and stuff, and that you don't just get.
No, for sure.
What do you want?
Plus, it is one of those things. Like,
They can pay for stabbing us in the back.
I've done even like the medical like self-assessments, the ones that like they have you do. It's just the difference of having like the neuropsych go over it and determine things versus, you know, me looking at my own results.
You know you're traveling with a fucking
Scores being like 130 out of 150. Being like, I'm pretty sure that means I'm autistic.
You're not one of my regulars.
Like, I've worked in the med field. I've even done a psych rotation, and There are just some of those scales I don't understand. Like, they're not out of 0. They're on a sliding scale, and I'm like, how are you measuring this? Like, so I'm glad you can make sense of it.
Yeah.
I wish there were more like you.
Easy enough.
Whoa, new guy.
I am in the weeds.
Oh, I snipped a piece of video from when I asked Neil Bridges a question, and I've been trying for months to get a hold of him. Well, not months. Then I started putting it. Well, maybe it's months at this point. When I got accepted, I think it's been close to 2 months. I've been trying to get a hold of Neil Bridges just to get permission that I could use this little snippet. And I was talking with Jax today. She reached out to him on my behalf, and then he finally got back and said, yeah, even though I have no idea what I'm being... What was the language? Oh, it was funny. Hang on. I'm gonna read it to you. It's... She said... Oh, gosh dang it.
Yeah, no, if it's like from his live stream, Neil doesn't care. Like...
Neil said, sure, while also curious what he's being implicated in. And so like, it was just a snip.
Yeah.
it's just a snippet of my question brought up on screen. And so the pattern of my talk is you can go from simply being a guest popped up on screen with your question to actually having somebody mention your name and shout you out on a live stream like Daniel Lowry did on ACI Learning in the middle of the interview with Jack Scott. So I have that as my very next slide. But
cool.
I have Neil Bridges on the first slide with an image of Jack Scott and Daniel Lowry and Sophie Goodwin on there. And so he was the last person that I needed approval from for my entire talk. And I was ready to cut it today. And luckily I got permission, so we're all good. So it helps to have a network of people who know people so you can get that permission in a timely manner.
Daniel Lowry. They're good people.
I was pissed that I subscribed to his channel, but I didn't see him live. So his most recent, was that Friday? He had a recent live?
Yeah, his first live stream.
Yeah. I really make an effort to support the folks that go live or put out their first video or, you know, milestones that they're achieving, like on YouTube. And I missed his. That was frustrating.
Nice robot.
He understands.
Well, he probably does. Yeah. I made sure to follow up. Like, I even put... I was probably his first comment, actually. And I put at the end of the comment, #motivate. He replied. He was like, hey, thanks. And just another comment to mine. And then at the end, he put #motivate. I was like, why does he like that so much? Oh, that's funny. I had a good starter to my talk, or a question or something, and now I'm spacing it. I need to go walk again, I'm sure it'll come to me. Oh, that's why I needed to change it.
What was it?
well, the timing of my talk, I led in a different way because I didn't know if we were going to be clever enough to build in a mid-roll. And I was wondering, like, if I was halfway through the track, I was going to say, hey, right after me's the mid-roll, so let's stretch out. Like, I was going to try and interact with the audience a little bit and be somewhat clever and funny and just get them engaged that way. But being the first part of track 2...
10 minutes, right?
Like, it wasn't going to be involved. Or that heavy. But I wanted to think outside the box for this and, like, do something meaningful to where the audience was engaged. But I have a feeling that because they're meandering in and they're sitting down, they're probably going to be focused, at least for the first talk, so... Maybe I don't have to go in with a big bang.
Like that. You like that?
This is a persistence count. During the compromise, at what time did Windows first assign special privileges to a new logon? So they're going to be looking for event logs again. This is when it feels nice. This feels nice when I can feel that for some odd years of grinding away paid off to something.
You're the courier I've heard so much about.
Because you're understanding it, or
Your
what?
assistance.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was taking.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
That is a milestone.
Makes me feel like I haven't been wasting my time, because that feeling does come up from time to time, I'm sure, for everybody. I gotta get the event code.
I'm trying to think if I felt like that. Like, specifically in Cyber, if I felt like that.
I felt that.
Well, it's more just a... It's a moment where you reflect and you're like, have I really learned much since XYZ time? Am I sure I understand XYZ topic?
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to prove it to yourself until you have moments where you're like, oh, you know what? I have learned something. Because I can definitely reflect on a couple of years ago and know that I wouldn't be able to do some of the stuff I do now.
Are you talking like a hesitation to where you're actually putting it to the test to see if there's a gap in your knowledge, or if everything you've been trying to learn is actually retained? Like that?
Both.
Okay.
Like, wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's just one of those things, like you know, it's imposter syndrome, right? You tell yourself you can't do something all the time, and then you actually start to get into do it, and like, okay, maybe I can do it.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm. In fact, I started looking over the IR plan. I think the reason he brought me in was because I'm still a licensed EMT. He's like, hey, it's a healthcare software company. Let's make this happen. And so I finished it up quickly, and then I sent it over to him for him to look at, and so we did a little bit of back and forth. It wasn't 100% on me. And then he said, great, now you're going to present it to the client. And I went, what? So talk about being thrown to the wolves den. I was embarrassed too, because my boss was on the live call with me. The client had some questions. He answered them. And I guess in my mind, like the back of my mind, I was thinking, it's all mine. He said it's my entire show. So I tried to give additional value, and we got to a point there where I answered a question, he answered the same question. I gave additional context. He said, that's a really good point. He gave more context, and I came back. So it's like, 5 times we're answering the same question, giving the audience what they needed. And he appreciated it. The client loved it. But afterwards, we got on an after-action call, and I said, I think I owe you an apology. Because he's the heavy hitter. He has a trust with the client. If he answered the question, I need to be humble, stay in my lane, and shut the hell up. It was a very good answer he gave.
Yeah.
And so, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking in the eyes of the client, I just undermined him entirely. But my boss didn't think so. He thought it was perfect. It was fantastic. We were focused on giving value to the client, and that's what we did. So he didn't think I did that. But I still think I did, so. It's a lesson learned for me. I'm going to be smarter about it going forward if I'm ever in that situation again.
It's one of those things of, what's the purpose of saying it? Is it to, like, does it add value? Is it like, or is it just because you feel like you need to say it?
Exactly, yep. And I thoroughly believe both of us were from the angle of trying to give the client as much value as possible. And I think he understood that too.
Oh, 100%.
My boss understood that.
Yeah.
So it wasn't from a place of greed, like I want it to be my show and I want to step up and show I can do everything.
Well,
100%,
but even if it
both
was
of our
like,
hearts for that.
Yeah, not your intention.
Yep, still being mindful of how it's perceived. Absolutely. 100%. So, maybe that's one of those industry things. You just live and learn.
Fuck this place.
Well, it's just in my opinion, it's a life thing. Like, I had to learn that in the Air Force.
Okay.
As well. In, like, the plane, in meetings, like, I don't know, just the difference between, like, oh shit, I don't need to say this.
Right? Have something to say versus have to say something? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Fuck this place.
I mean, heck, I still think about that sort of thing. Like, I had a couple meetings today where I stopped myself and was like, wait a second. Nah, nah.
I will
Not a
say,
bad idea, Josh. Just follow up later if you really feel like you need to.
Okay.
I will say one of the things that was ingrained in me, and I do agree, when I was learning how to fly, was the relinquishing control. I used to have control issues until it changes when you're in the air, right? You know, somebody who actually knows what the hell they're doing.
You're talking an actual plane, not like a drone?
Yeah.
Plane.
Okay, yeah.
Because when they say my controls, you don't fight for controls.
No, you let go.
Yeah, you let it go.
Like, hands off the yoke.
But the yoke is so comfortable. I can still play with the pedals though, right?
Touch my pedals.
Let's see.
Depends. Do you want us to go into a spin? Because I can make us go into a spin.
Spins are fun. Okay. I like spin. I did most of my training in the Seal of the Sky. Good old Cessna.
Oh man.
I remember.
You can spin us. Cessnas are fun.
Yeah. I remember learning that you can in fact spin when my instructor was trying to tell me about how spins worked, and then was gesturing to show what might cause a spin, and then accidentally actually put us into a spin. I was like, ah.
See, what happens is we put a little nose up, idle power, or well, not idle.
So, any word on my friends?
Say, get out of it.
All I
a little nose
remember-
up, a little adverse yaw, and just see how it goes.
I remember once the spin started, the rails on his seat gave
Slid.
out. Yeah, so
Seat
he
just
was
rolled back.
he rolled all the way back into basically the back passenger seat and could not reach the controls anymore. And so, like, super calmly as we are plummeting towards Earth, he's just like, so this is your impromptu lesson on how to correct a spin. And I'm
The
just,
spin that I
listening
put
to
you in.
everything he said. Yeah. So I just listened to everything he said, and he made us go and land basically as quick as we could, so he could fix his chair and whatnot.
Yeah.
And he gets out of the plane and he's talking to me super calm and whatnot. But I know I was panicked because I was worried that he wasn't going to figure out what to, or at least I wasn't going to be able to perform what he said to do. But he's like talking super calm, and then when he like reached for a cigarette and went to put it to his mouth, he had to like stop for 20 seconds before he could like still his hand enough to get it in his mouth. This man was like
Dude,
shaking.
accidental spins? Not fun.
No, purposeful spins, very fun. Accidental spins, no.
Yeah.
Bad touch. Bad touch. And he, I remember loving that Cessna. I'm pretty sure it did not pass the inspections that it should have, because that is the same Cessna that on the throttle, when we pulled the throttle all the way out, it became detached, so we couldn't put throttle back in.
Sorry.
And I was just like, okay. So that is also the day that I learned. It wasn't the same day. This was two different instances. Thank God. I don't think I could have handled both.
The importance of aircraft maintenance.
But that is the day that I learned how to do emergency landings, where you just cut power and basically glide.
Oh, power off landing?
Yeah, power off landing. And I will never forget the day that I went and took my first private pilot exam, and I failed. I flew myself there alone.
Wait,
because it was an airport over. I had my student license. I was allowed to fly alone.
But wait, you failed
my first time.
For what was it?
My private license?
Yeah, what'd you fail for?
I failed on the ground.
Oh.
Dude,
rough.
That's the craziest part. I flew all the way there. Well, the guy I had that tested me, he ended up getting shit canned.
Oh.
There's a story to it that I would tell you, but not on the live stream. But either way,
I can leave for you to talk about it.
No, I mean, we're still on LinkedIn.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I can leave the live stream.
No, it's okay. We